Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are after our 3 days worth of building on the museum mystery book Nook build. I've got our first floor looking pretty good, and the trap, or the secret compartment, weapons compartment thing works perfectly. I'm real pleased with that. I am sort of looking ahead. I was thinking they were going to do something to obscure these bright orange tags on the circles on the floor, but I don't think they're going to, so I'm going to at least try and put a little bit of, make it fall off there. Get a little, I don't think we'll get a full coloring on something that small, but sort of hopefully camouflage it a little bit. But while I do this, if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures and how I hopefully fix them. Okay, I guess I can on that one if it's going to come off. How I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just try and have a good time. We're not solving the world's problems, we're just building silly little models and having some fun. If you see any kits or builds or sets you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add onto my list, and I've got the most intelligent audience on YouTube because y'all provide me with nothing but the best options as I smear black ink over my fingers. But that being said, let's see if I can get this back on here. Could get it back in place, hopefully. Yeah, that's a little less obvious on there. I'm not going to play too much around with that other one. But let's say functional, and hopefully once I hope there's a floor or something on here holding this stuff on, because that's going to be, if there's a cover over it, that's going to be a pain to fix. But also, I'm sort of curious, do I have one that's slightly longer? Because I've got all those extra pieces from all my other kits laying around. Here we go. All my spares from over the years, and next, see, these are all getting a little sidetracked here, but I think it's going to be worth it because this one's just barely hanging on. So let's see what I got. Yeah. Okay, that one's just, that's the original. I think that's going to be perfect if it's, it looks like it's close to the right diameter. Let's give that a shot here. Pop this guy out. And, yeah. Couldn't get to stay on earlier. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's see here. Just got spare ones here, so I'm not too worried about mangling it, but I do want to get this one out. Yeah, so I think. Find out if this is even the right size. Yeah, this part's sticking in, so. Yep, I believe that's gonna be. It's gonna work for me. And got much more to, maybe a little bit too much, but I'd rather have more for it to grab onto. Alright, so now with that out of the way, move these old other pieces out, and we will put those in there and get going on tonight's build with minimal delay there. Okay, so move into building one of our sides. Which way's up? Okay, here's, it's got the outline for our doodad to sit in there. It doesn't say anything about gluing this down, but I do think we're going to need a little bit on the top because there's nothing securing the top bit. So I'm gonna, looks like, just pop these guys in horseshoe looking dealios, and then just put this down on top of it. It lines up. That lines up pretty good, and this outline's wrong here, or it's just exaggerating. That's good. Pop that back on. Like I said, just gonna some guy. I'll just use the B7000, just maybe 3 or 4 dots. Since we got the outline to use, we might as well use it. Maybe one more there. Just making sure it stays secured. And all right, cool. That's much easier than I thought it was going to. Now, what do we got left yet? So this guy should drop through. It goes on the outside, but it just, this is our window to the outside, so they will see the outline of it there. So they did give us both sides. Let's see. And it looks like there should be something. Okay, yeah, that's coming up later. Okay. But for now, got these little details that go in here and here. 4 of them go through. I think that's going to be the floor supports when we put that second story in here. Now let's see here, and then this guy. Okay, it goes right there. On the edge here, pretty snug. That nice squeak, so you know it's in there good. And our fireplace goes in here. Okay, and that's gonna need some reinforcement. I think we'll have time to, let's stick with the B7000 for right now. Probably move over the super glue later on as once we get into the more fast-paced part of it. Okay, so pop you back down. Nice. Okay. I think I can come a little closer, just working on the bottom half. Next bit out of the way. There we go. And this actually, we do need to get this window in place. So we got that clock sort of in the way now, so let's hit those, yep, on this side. So just do 2 dots around here. I think. Get everything covered, locked in. Alright, yeah. Looks pretty square there. A little extra up top here. I think I'll clean that up a little bit there, maybe. Okay. Now I got a couple picture frames over here. Should have done all this before I did the fireplace, because that candelabra is going to be in the way. And I'll do it right this time and put the glue on this part instead of the... like so. And okay. And now our control board looks like goes like this. Plugs towards the bottom. And I got these two T's. What's supposed to be locking it in. So. Snug on that one. This one in. Alright. I think, yeah, it seems like it's going to hold. Okay. Doesn't feel super snug, but I think it'll be alright. Okay, now our deer, this is what that outline is for. That's there, and just this is the front, so I'm more worried about this side, get covering up this side than I'm that side. So I'm going to slide it. You can see how far just a little bit over. Make sure to obscure the lines in the wall there. And then what? Okay, now we're ready for our, I think, should be our control wire for our battery box. That one I think I'm doing. Nope, it's the other one, the light one. Double check myself here. Well, actually they both look like the same plug. Okay. Oh no, it does. I just saw the instructions. It does say battery box. So. For the leverage, it does pull up. Get pop some batteries in. So, oh, that's one of these that doesn't have the power switch on. Oh no, it does. Okay. Mix and match my rechargeable batteries. Okay. I should have already done this. Let's let's test this guy out. Okay. And okay. Lights work. Got one white one and 4 or 5 yellow mellow ones. Okay. Now I think I'm unplugging these guys in. And this is supposed to, let's see. Let me get my hot glue gun ready because we're supposed to run this wire down here along this rail, and then sort of let it go down through here. So I'm finding the hot glue gun is pretty much the perfect tool for this anymore. Make sure I got good clearance on these holes I got left over. Just ease me a little bit into the corner here, I think. So, oh, was I almost? Alright. Oh. I'm a little crazy over there. Let's try again. Okay, so let's go a bit there. Now into it. Okay. Do another one out here. Try and be a little more controlled with it. A little more. One more, a little bit off the end here. So they just show the wire sort of hanging down here, so I'm not gonna lock it in any further than that. It should be good and secured. Okay, and that finishes up that piece for the moment. So I'll set it aside and let that glue do its thing, and bring in our next candidate or victim or whatever. Similar thing, got the upside down. Got our cutout back here. That may be up here. Do our little horseshoes there. Those line up pretty nicely. Okay, and it does say, oh, I say sort of the similar thing. I'm gonna pop this back off and do a little bit of glue just to make sure it stays where we want it to stay. Not trying to go crazy with it or anything. Just now we got this frame goes around our little suspect board. That's with a similar shaped guys here to oh, make sure that I get them faced the right way. I guess it is pretty stable. I do a little doubt there. think I see a little glue behind these to make sure they're got some assistance. And then this guy down here. All the way down. And that guy on. Sort of floating there. You got any? No. He just sort of flops around. There's no stability on the back end. Maybe we'll put something there at some point to keep it. Doesn't say anything about. Oh, it actually does say something about glue here. Okay, so I'm guessing we want to glue it to those tips. So I think break out the nozzle of precision for this. That's one of those things I don't want to sit there and hold for the whole time. Okay. Glue get down into our neck. And get over onto the little support deal here. Pressure for a few seconds. And just like that, should be held in place. Put my excess off there. And it's not. Okay. It was a little proud on that end, but I think that should still be okay. It gets narrower as it goes down. Maybe there'll be some forced perspective or something there. Okay, and it says we're supposed to put 3 of our suspect stickers and 1 of these guys inside our little, not on the actual suspect board. Knock that over. Yeah, I did. It's a little crooked now. Let's try that again. Just sort of randomly, let's see, around the edges from what I gather. Archaeologist. I'm doing the narrator, the archaeologist. And no, the 3rd suspect. Tourist, curator, security, vagrant. I guess tourist. Yeah, it's way on the road. Here. Knock that out of the whack again. Alright. Now, set you aside. And we're going to start building this something here. Don't need this one yet. Okay, just these 3. So we go with our notch cut out away from our trough or valley or whatever, and we're gonna need glue on this one for sure. That's not any better on the other side, maybe. Nope. Okay. First time it's come up, we've actually needed the glue this time, so that's a pretty good run. Here. I mean, for the pieces that normally don't need glue, I guess. Yeah. Notch at the top. Sure on the side, hopefully make it square. Okay. And same thing on the other side. Nice little trough here. Okay. Now, we're supposed to bring our LEDs in. Which ones? 25cm. Okay, so we're just using 2 of them. Okay. So 25cm. Well, considering I don't know centimeters. It's 15, so yeah, that's probably 2 of these. The picture looks weird. It looks like we're just bringing 2 of them in. Okay, I think I see what it's doing here. 2 of them in, and sort of wrap it around there. These guys go in either one of our notches, and then we use, okay, they're saying to use our tape strips to keep our wires in place here. No, our tape strips aren't, there they go. One here. And up here, we're gonna be, I think we're gonna be adjusting the length of these cables. That's why I'm not using the hot glue on this, because that would be much easier, I think. But I don't know how long to make them. Okay, now we'll bring out the bottom of our second floor and all the holes in it. We're doing, got our circular notch here. It's gonna goes, got 2. No, yeah. That. No. No. Too many options. Okay, further in. This one, I think. There we go. Yeah, that lines up. And the squeak of keeping everything in place. And this guy goes right down the middle here. A couple of them in. Make sure we're in our notches on that side. Nothing else underneath it so I can push down. There we go. Okay, so in our notches, get that squeak of tight fittingness. Oh, got. Make sure everybody's clear. Okay. Now, these guys go into our. Okay, yeah. Use them to the bottom of our little, just like there. So going through. All right. Try and feed them back into our trough here, maybe. Give some of the slack. Or not. Okay. Yeah, this side must be almost have it underneath something because it's not. Where to put my... It's not loose in there. Okay, there it goes. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. I think I'm going to cut my losses and let it go with that. Okay, now what's next? Alright, so we are ready to mount our floors on. Bring it a little bit wider for this. So this guy going in over here. Definitely need some glue. That is, that felt loose going in. I'm going to be careful with my gears again, but I'm going to throw a bit of just the B7000. I think it's just want to reinforce it. It doesn't have that, like I said, it didn't have the squeak of tightness. I always love it when they fit together and everything. The shelves just pop right in place there. I think it's always nice that when they do that. Okay, now this floor with our cutout notch goes up in this corner here. So we're all that back there. Just get in. That one has a little squeak of tightness on it, so that's good. There. Wires come out, fit out through there. I like it. Let's see. Let's get the old phone stand out because I think this will be a good spot for it. Go lean on it. Okay, yeah. Okay, and we've got a little, oh, by the way, on the steps, we were only supposed to put 4 of them together, so I did have to pop those apart, and I got some residue left on this one, but it is, I got overexcited making steps, kept going. But like I say, 2 sets of 4 rather. Here we go. Starting off the next bit. Our doors go in. These slots. Looks like, yep. Big one here. Pattern is good. Okay, definitely need some glue on that. And then the other one will be here. Yeah, they're both sort of loosey-goosey, so I guess better stand it up a little bit more to I'll make sure that okay. Well, yes, I think I'm enjoying the B7000 at night. I'm just a couple little dots on there, and and our door frame goes around. We're not going to be. I don't think it's flush, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a gap here once it gets pushed down. So I'll do a little light gluing on the bottom, because you can see it was very loosey-goosey as well. There we go. Now, got, okay, that comes later. These guys. Okay, so they're going to be on the wall. We're going. Okay, that worked pretty good. And there's some difference between these two. Are they different? Okay, they're a different scale, so I know which one's which. Okay. So, looks like you go in. Okay, yeah. Must be snug enough. There. Yeah, so this is probably gonna hopefully have something to keep us separated out there. Create that illusion. Okay. And then get our little lecterns from the other night, and this door frame. And okay, so you're just going on top here. Looks, yeah, it's gonna fit nicely. Unless that's that. No. Thought that might be what it glued up against here, but I don't think that's it. Okay, so he drops through here. whiz back and forth. Get you lined up. Alright. That's our lecterns. Says there's holes for them. See them? Okay, right there. Right there. I think they're both, yeah, they're both just in, no, this one's, all right here. Okay, so just squeeze me a little glue into the corner on both sides, maybe. And will that move around? Oh. Okay, do I have? I think it is supposed to sort of glued up against that door frame. Pull them out. Okay. You didn't go all the way down. Alright. Same thing here. A little bit. Two of the corners. And here. Yeah, here's dead center here. Okay. Picture frames go around our guys. So probably do need to leave a little bit further down for this to take effect. I think I'm racing with our run out of SD card space now. Over here sideways. Okay. Now steps. First set. So this guy facing this way. Okay, so they go there. And here. Here. So let me do glue down here on the flush part. Here and maybe some right there. Try and hit that side a little bit. There we go. Now, this display goes right back here. Oh, so I guess our little body thing was just a scale representation or something. I'm not sure. Still haven't figured out what the point of that was. Here on there. One more set of steps. Looks like I need to do inside first on this one. So. Yeah. And this guy. A few more here. Just make sure I look wrong side. Fortunately, my blue fuzz will be covered up by the outside wall. paintings are not sliding down, but I actually missed on that one and that one. All we got left is our these little doodads, which I think are supposed to have velvet ropes on them. Grab a little bit more. And we're just going sort of here. Yeah, okay, so these four. So go ahead and just assume they're not gonna make sure they stay where I want them to be. It looks like tomorrow we get to build us another dinosaur skeleton. Those are always fun. And because this is going to finish us up for tonight. I think, yeah, gets us a good display. Got a good second floor going. I'm surprised there's no lights in the first floor. Are there going to be any coming up from the bottom? I don't see any more circular holes. Maybe we're not done wiring in there. And it seems like there should be. Maybe all the lights are going to be off the back. I got a couple minutes left on this SD card. Let me. I can't find that battery. Find the wire again. Whoa. Go. Let's and no. And let's see, we're gonna have. There's gonna be an upward glow underneath there for that. I'm not sure where our white light's going to go yet. That'll be a good start. I say, there we go. That's. And we got our these back. This guy back up. Got both our walls done. Still got a few more details to go on the inside. It looks like, but it's starting to come together. Shouldn't be too much longer now. Maybe 2 or 3 more days. We'll have to wait and see, find out. Everything, all my picture frames are staying in place. Our decorations from under the bottom are looking good. I see they're all lined up internally, so that's good. His office, if you're working out, and of course got our secret panel there. Everything got good clearance on the side. I like it. Alright, I'm going to call that a night. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And click on the link. There's my channel up there if you'd like to subscribe. There's my other channel if you want to watch me do experiments and things a couple of times a month. Down here is what YouTube thinks you should be watching. And that is the playlist for this whole build. I'll see you tomorrow.